this will be a very short video. It won't be too long, but I wanted to go over this because today we got some more news about Dead Space the remake from the YouTube channel themselves. A few devs got on here, and it was specifically about audio the whole time. And there's one specific part I wanted to talk to you guys about. It'll be real short. It's not really long at all. It was towards the end of the stream. They showed basically throughout the whole thing the way the ambiance sounds. It was a small snippet of ambiance. Then they showed the way Isaac sounds with their alive feature, meaning a lot of the sounds are going to be more fluid and more of his sounds are going to be natural. When you're going in and out of areas, when your adrenaline's rushing more, he's going to come, instead of him snapping from highly adrenalized to normal state, like in an instant, it's going to be more of a natural type of decline as he, starts to pace himself better and better, as he starts to walk and catch his breath more. Little things like that they're adding to the game that is making this game already sound like it's going to be, literally sound like it's going to be insane. So I wanted to go ahead and share this little demo with you guys. It's small. That they shared. It's not big because they're still at the alpha stages. They still got a long time to go. And there were a couple other things that were confirmed towards the end of the stream too that I wanted to go ahead and talk to you guys about or inform you guys about as well. But this game is looking fantastic. Now, remember, right now this is a live stream. For those who don't know, live streams usually on YouTube, even though it's at 1080 by 60p, it's usually not the best. As you can see here, it already looks grainy and it looks kind of fuzzy. That is, I have it at the highest frame rate it'll go. It's not because of me or anything, or it's not the game either. It's just because of YouTube's live stream feature. It's garbage. It's always been that way. Nintendo, when Nintendo has their, directs and it's live, it's usually trash. When PlayStation and other places or other companies hold their live streams for games, it usually looks trash. And it's not because of the game, as I said, it's just because of YouTube software and the way it works. Certain colors don't blend right with YouTube and it just makes it look way worse. But I'm not going to keep boring you guys with my talk. Let's go ahead and get into the demo. And give me 1 sec. I actually want to turn this down to make sure it doesn't blow out our ears when we're trying to listen to it because it sounds fantastic. Let's get into this. So remember, guys, as it says in the bottom, the game is in development still. It's not representative of the final release. It's just a demo. Already hearing the drops of the water next to him. And in the banging up there. Now, those who played the original would know where this is. This is very early in the game still. And it sounds fantastic, man. So originally a necromorph would already be coming at you from this area he's in. But watch. Hear this. Ooh. The way it sounded, the necromorph sounded, that sounds so great. Alienous. He really does sound like an alien. Non-human. And the way that sounds great. Ooh, you saw how quick he was? That necromorph was quick. It was quick, and it actually worried a lot of people on the live stream too. It's gonna be a big one. It's gonna be a good one. This game is gonna be fantastic. And I think it ends right about here. As I said, it was a very short, small demo, nothing crazy. Ooh. And that's everything. That's everything tied together. That's all of it in one nice big package. And it's all there for you guys, for us to listen to, and for us to get involved with. So, real quick, before I get into talking more about what we just saw, I wanted to mention a couple other things that the devs mentioned in this video and that they confirmed. So, the game is delayed. It is true. It will be delayed until early next year, 2023. That's the goal. They said they have a date in mind, but they don't want to make, obviously it'd be foolish for them to make any kind of date right now. It's way too early. There's still too much that they got to do to finalize a date, because if they don't deliver on that, there will be a lot of sour fans. Metroid Prime 4. But I still want to hear about that game, and I hope we get something similar with this game like we did, or I hope we get something similar to Metroid Prime 4 like we do with this game, where they're taking us on these, baby steps, on these little strolls every once in a while to tell us about new, aspects about the game, and to go deeper dive into the game and how it works and its functionalities. We haven't seen any of that with Metroid so far, and I guarantee you it's way past this phase that they're in, that Dead Space is in right now. I feel Metroid is a lot further along the way. Hopefully, I'm hoping, but this isn't about Metroid right now. This is about Dead Space. So, the targeted release date is 2020, early 2023. That could be February, that could be March, that could be May, that could be April. That could be any of those months. That's like early-ish next year. It could even be January. That's early next year. Hopefully it arrives in February, January, February-ish, or March. First 3 months, that'd be great. Sooner the better, obviously, but no doubt I will wait as long as I need to. I will, because I want to make sure this game is great too. I know this game good. I've played the original many times at this point, and I know how it works and how the runarounds work. And remember, once and again, seeing in this demo, it's not final. So if you didn't like the way the plasma cutter sounds or certain things sound, it is not final. There will be tweaks. There will be little changes. There will be time. That's what we need to give them right now, is time. Another thing that was announced and confirmed was that there will be another dev showcase in May. So in a couple months, we'll get another one of these live streams in May. And actually in 2 months, April, May, 2 months, we'll get another dev live stream. And I'm liking the way they're going down the road Dying Light 2 did. Dying Light 2 went down a great, fantastic road with them. Literally, there's like 1,000,001 trailers for Dying Light 2. There's so many trailers. There's so many just talks, live streams, trailers, videos, and discussions about the game. It's insane. They really went in depth about that game and talked about how much it was changing, and how with the news they were adding, the old, the everything. And it's just, I'm really liking that we're getting something similar with Dead Space, because it shows that they're not just giving us junk. They're actually talking with us about this. They know how devoted us Dead Space fans are, and they want to make sure it's done right. And I'm really happy for that. This demo looks insane. It looks great. I hope you guys are just as excited as I am. I really am. This game is going to be fantastic. I already feel where they're headed. There's a lot of key aspects and key points of the original that they're trying to keep similar to the original. They're obviously adding in different elements that weren't in the original, so there will be new points in this game, or new parts that we never saw. Maybe a couple more chapters, or maybe something here and there, maybe new stuff in chapters. Maybe some of the chapters may be longer than some, because I think, isn't it 20? Doesn't this one go to 20 or 15? Oh, no. 12. There's 12 chapters in this one. And I think there's 15 in the second one. Yeah, there's definitely 12 chapters in this one. And the reason why I know that too is because the chapters spell out Nicole is dead. That's around 12 letters, if I'm right. Correct me if I'm wrong, though, but I'm pretty sure it's 12 chapters. I can't wait to see what this game entails, and I can't wait. If it has a collector's edition, you guys already know I'm grabbing that. I have to, and I will be playing this game on the channel. I don't know if I'll be playing the original. I know I started it on the channel. I don't know if I'll play the original though. I may. It depends on what's going on in my life right now. A lot of things are changing, and a lot of potential things will be coming up. Like I'll be able to go back into school finally in a little bit with all the COVID restrictions dropping. So I should be able to go back into school soon, and that could determine how frequent I upload, But nonetheless, nothing's going to stop me from playing these new games when they come out. I'm thinking of even uploading Elden Ring, even though I know I've been playing Elden Ring on my own. I'm thinking about when I finish going back and playing it on the channel. I don't know if you guys are interested in that. I could. I mean, nothing's stopping me at this point. I could do that and it could be fine. It could go smooth, I'm thinking about it. I just might. But nonetheless, as I mentioned, that was just a short, quick little demo. Nothing too long, just a little discussion. It's sounding great. Everything is. I'm already kind of used to the plasma cutter sound. It's kind of growing on me already. I like the way the necromorphs sound. All nasty and mushy and alien-like. It sounds great. And then the ambiance sounds fantastic. The banging, clinking, and water drops, and his Isaac's breathing, and then the moving of his suit, the way his steps sound, and everything mixed together when it's blended in right, it sounds fantastic. It sounds great. And the sound is very, very... I'm sorry if you can hear that. The trash truck's coming through right now. But the sound is going to be very intelligent. Meaning it's going to sound organic. It's going to sound a lot like sound like in real life, if that makes sense. It's going to sound like IRL sounds. It's going to sound like when someone's banging their head across a hall, it's going to sound like it's coming from across the hall in that direction. You're not going to be able to hear it through the wall right at the source. It's going to come down the corridor. You're going to be able to hear it coming down the corridor instead of hearing it as you're coming up to the door, entering the room that the guy's banging his head in. Sound will be completely nulled in rooms beyond the sound, unless there's glass or other fixtures that can allow sound to seep through, if that makes sense. It's really technical. The way they explained it and the ingenuity in it is insane, and I feel it can do a lot. I feel a lot of developers and devs, after this game comes out, will have a lot to look forward to, and I would recommend them to take out their pen and pad and start jotting down notes. It's really good. It's that good, and I feel I have high hopes for this game. I really do. There are 2 games that I'm really, really, really hyped for. Oh, no, sorry, 3. 3 games that I'm really hyped for. I almost forgot one. 3 games that I'm really hyped for right now, and that's Metroid Prime 4, Dead Space Remake, and Resident Evil 4 Remake. Those are the 3 games that I'm mostly excited for at this point. There's not really any that I could say I'm really like that intrigued about anymore. Elden Ring's already out, so it's not like that one's one of them. Dying Light's already out, so that one's not one of them. So those are the last 3 that I would say I'm really hyped for, and that really are catching my interest as of right now. And I hope this game can reach a lot of new people. I hope not as many people complain about this game and its difficulty like they have Elden Ring. But I feel this game will be solid. I feel they're going to do it right. They're on the right level, and they got it in the bag. I have high hopes in Motive Studios, and I feel they're going to do it just right. The Frost engine's looking fantastic. As long as EA, allows them to keep doing their job and not get involved, this game will come out fantastic. And if EA can continue to stay out of it, they can remake Dead Space 2 and remake Dead Space 3, and we could possibly see a 4. Now, that's way down the line. Like, if we get a Dead Space 4, it'll most likely come out like 2028, 2029 era or time. If that even, we may see it even further, because Dead Space remake is coming out in 2023. That'll leave only 7 years for them to make 2 games, 2 remakes on top of that. It won't be as hard though, because they'll at least have the engine already and they'll be familiarized with it, so it'll probably be smoother for the other 2, but we never know. That's thinking a little too ahead in the future, and I want to stay as close in pace as we can. But nonetheless, right before I go, I'll go ahead and show you guys the trailer again, because why not? Or the demo again, because why not? And hear the door sound right now when he goes into the maintenance bay. Hear the way it sounds when it opens. It sounds great. Sounds good. That sounds nice. Smooth. And then the necromorph sounds. Man, they have so much to do. They can just play around with so much, and you can tell the devs are like actually invested into the game and they're excited to make it, which is fantastic. That's what you want for any game. I love this part. Oh man. I hope they change the sequences and where the necromorphs come out of vents too, though. I really do. And I really hope it's not predictable. I don't know if it will be, because at the end of the day, it depends on how they handle it, but I really hope there's an RNG or a randomized sequence that necromorphs could pop out of vents in. That will make it 10 times better, because that'll mean no matter how many times you play it around, you'll never know if they'll come out of that vents or not. That just looks gnarly. But it looks great though, in a good way. It looks gnarly in a good way. This game is already looking to be fantastic, and we're seeing it. They're showing it to us. They're open about it. That means they're proud of their product. Because if not, other devs would just be hiding it in the background, you know. But just the little clankings, the little movings of metal, the settling of metal, and the way it sounds when cold hits the metal, and this game just sounds fantastic, and it is going to be great. Please do not miss out on this one, you guys. Please take this one serious. If there was any game I would recommend in the foreseeable future, it would be Dead Space Remake. Definitely. Because this is one that is gonna, pun intended, change the game. I feel it will. Just like Dead Space the original did, this one will definitely change the game and possibly open up the door for some really great experience and great experiences to come. You know, it's fantastic. And also the devs are open to feedback. They've already mentioned that they're really open for feedback and they're really interested in it. They want to hear what the community thinks about it, and they want to hear us and know how we think and if this should be tweaked or if that should. So let them know. Continue to give them your feedback, but do remember, as it says in the bottom mid, game in development, not representative of the final release. So remember that it is not final. Who knows what version of this demo that we're getting here? We don't know if it's the most recent demo or if this is a demo that has been finalized some months ago. So at this point, it's all about understanding where they're at, giving them their room, also throwing in helpful feedback here and there. And Gunnar Wright will be the voice of Isaac again, so don't worry about that. That is fantastic. I don't know if the other voice actors will be returning. Hopefully, that'd be great. Hammond, you know, and Nicole, and Ms. Daniels too, Kendra Daniels. It'd be great to have all of them come back and reprise their roles. But I'm excited to see what they do. I'm excited to see the Easter eggs they put in, and oh man, the pang. Everyone's been talking about that pang. I can't wait. This game looks like it's going to be something fantastic. I hope you guys are excited for this just as much as I am. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.